Okay, welcome back everybody to Coffee and Art in the Morning. I'm Dee Dee. We had to refresh here and refresh coffee. All right, so I had a couple different people asking a couple of different things. One was to do something in the collage. This is my new collage journal, well, newest one. And then somebody else asked about the magazine journals. Well, let me just go ahead and explain the magazine journals real quick because what magazine journals do is I've got two glued together here, and I've got two glued together, three, maybe three glued together there. And what you do is you use the images that are in the magazine. And again, this can be any kind of magazine you like. It can be gardening, it could be pets, it could be, you like cats or dogs, it could be home and garden. In this case, I use different Somerset Studio publications. Not my Somerset Studio, but just their different publications, Stampington publications. And what I do is I'll glue them together, and then you can practice your color combinations. And you just use different colors that based on the images. Let me find some more here that are done. And if you want to call it white out, color out, the backgrounds with colors, and that gives you a basis for working on. It gives you a basis for working on for other pages, right? And then you can ink the edges or whatever you want to do. So I'm trying to find some that have a lot of color on them here. Okay, so that's what you do in your. Hang on, guys, that's got really washed out. What happens when you leave? When you leave, there you go. You have to come back. So it's just a good way to practice your color combinations and color blending and color whatever, right? See how that is? So you take the images, and based on the images, then you just get rid of all the text and everything. Then you can use these for journals. You can use them for mixed media collage pages. You can use them for anything. You can use them for your napkin journals. But just remember, when you do napkin journals or use napkins in your work, that when you peel off those layers and you put them on colors, the color will affect the napkin imagery. They won't be as vibrant. So, just be aware of that if you happen to put your napkins on colorful pages. So what I'm going to do is do a page in the newest, and these are just the Dylusions journals, the cardstock color looking Dylusion journals. This is a larger ones. These are, I think, 11 by 8.5 by 11, 9 by 12 is the cover. Now the pages are just a tad smaller, but I've done different ones. I did this color, and I've done three of them. Put them all out here in different forms of faux leather. Um, yeah, I know everybody wants something different. I know. So anyway, I have different shades of brown, a chocolatey color one. Anyway, so these are my mixed media collage journals, and I'm not going to do flips through them because I just did that not too long ago. But this is the newest one, and as you can see, I haven't got very far, and I do gold the edges. Not that by the time it gets to this stage, you can't tell anything has got gold edges. I just start with that. But so this is the newer, and I'm calling it the more complex collages. They're a little bit more stuff on them. And I've already started gluing some things down in these. So what I'm going to do today is, because I don't have a lot of time today, is I'll show you the ones we have finished. like this one. And I've already got a few pages that already have collage elements glued down. So I don't have to do any gluing, matte medium, or any of that. Okay, I don't have to do any the gluing part. Not that I can't still add some more things if I feel it needs it, but I'm going to find a page. I've got a few pages that already have some stuff glued down. Here's, I'll show you the ones. I think we have like 2 or 3 in here. We have this one done, and I have varnished this one, so you can see what they look like when they're varnished. Okay, so we've done this one, and these are all on stream, at least the bulk of them. You know, I might have added a couple of little details here and there if we ran out of time, but for the bulk of them, you can see that they're streamed. Okay, so if you want to see these, just go look in my playlist for Mixed Media Collage Journal, and you should be able to find these pretty easy. Okay, so that one's done. This one's done. This one's not varnished though, but it's finished. Again, let's kind of hold it up a little. It wants to flash out, guys, but we'll work with it. If you have any questions, put it in caps. And again, if you're watching the recording, it's a live show on Ustream with live people. Most of them are awake, some nap. But so it's a live show, so I'm talking to people here in chat. And thanks for watching both here and on YouTube. And if y'all have any questions, just put them in caps. Okay, then we have one more here, this one. This one is done. And again, this one has glitter on it, so if I varnish it, it will probably dull the glitter, unless I'm careful to avoid the glitter bits. But this one does have glitter on it. You can see her hair, the feather, some bits in the sky there have some glitter. But I do want to varnish these. Again, I might have to avoid the glitter, because if you put varnish over glitter, it's going to dull the glitter, even though I use gloss varnish. So the pages that we have, and again, I don't mind going front to back, in the mid. I'll go anywhere in my art journals. I'm not one to have to go page to page to page and finish that before I go on. I'll go all over the place. So if anybody has any questions, we'll look and see which page we want to work on. Okay, so we have this one that's already got stuff glued down. That's what I'm going for today because of the time constraint. I'm going to pick one of these pages that is already got things glued down, and then we're going to make a world out of it. Hey, Shauna, anybody else popping in? Thanks for being here. Here's one. Oh, wait. we drew him. I said, I don't know if we want to put him in here or not, but he's just drawn from another project. He's just stuck in there. But anyway, so there's this one that's got collage bits glued down. And then this one. I'm really liking this one. And I don't put people very often in them, but I do have requests for me to put people in my collages. So I have in these. You know, I have put people in these. Not this one. But I usually don't put a lot of people, but sometimes, you know. Hey, Carla. And then this one. This one. I really like this one. We might work on this one. This one. And then see, I've got all kinds of collage bits in here that I want to use in this book. So you can just kind of see all the different kinds of bits. See, I'll just use, I mean, I don't even really know what some of this could be originally, but you don't have to. You know, I like her too, that statue. Snowflakes, bits of trees and fruits and just little bits of things. So these are all, so cactus, another one of the, this is from a calendar. This is old. I've had this forever. Well, not forever, but a long time. The angel statue calendar. Here's a girl from a magazine. I like her. So anyway, just all different kinds of things, including, remember, we can use color book pages too. Although in this one, I'm not using color book pages. So these actually need to go in the journal that I'm using color book pages in, but I do have some cutouts of that in here too. So I'm just going to kind of shove this out here so that it's not falling all over the place and in my way while we're painting. Okay. And so anyway, I've varnished leather up to made it look like leather, and put varnish on the inside too. Well, I mean, I do kind of, in a sense, I just put them here and there, but in another sense, they are a little bit planned out because I've done so many collages. I kind of have a world in mind, but how it comes out exactly, I never know. But I think we'll go with this page. Let me get a couple pieces of wax paper. And I use the wax paper not even so much to avoid getting paint on other parts or other projects, more so just to keep my pages from getting glued together with paint or matte medium. So I'm going to tear a couple pieces of wax paper to put between the pages so we don't glue them together. Thanks, guys. It's just a, whoops, missed a page here. We just, I don't know. I just kind of like it. I don't know what we're going to do with it yet. We just roll with it, guys. Yeah, my view is hey, Carrie, how are you and the kitty doing? If it doesn't turn out, it's like, well, we'll just paint over it, glue some more stuff down. The worst that can happen is we have to slather it with paint and start all over from scratch and put new collage bits down. So, I don't know why wax paper doesn't tear straight, Terry. I don't know. That's a good question. All right, let me move my iPad out of the way here so I'm not splashing paint. And I'm going to get just a coffee lid. That's what I use for palettes. You can see I've got stacks and stacks of them. And just keep them all handy here. I did get fresh water this morning, so that's good. Let me move some of this stuff out of my way because it's going to pile up real quick and I run out of room. I like to have, at least when I'm streaming, 3 or 4 inches around the whole project. So I have some space to, move it around, right? To see how these collages start out. Well, I have done tons of them. I've done tons of starters, because every time I start a collage, y'all see me gluing down with matte medium, like for the art cards or whatever. But I have done many flips, Carla, and anybody else. I've done tons of flips on, what they look like, and usually do them right here before I start putting paint on. All right, so I'm going to pick colors again. It seems like that's always my favorite colors here. All right, so I'm going to go with, let me just look through here and see what I want. I'm going to go with uniform blue, a gray blue. So I'm going to get some of that out. And I always put out more than I need. And that's when you need, let's just take a minute here. And that's when you need to have your desk journals. Desk journals are bits of leftover paint and collage bits. Now this one's been stuck up on the shelf for a while. It's not really stuck. It's just smashed. But so you can use your leftover bits to glue or scrape your paint into smaller journals, or I just call them desk journals, and scrape your excess paint in it and little bits of glue thing, and then go back and essentially do the same thing I'm doing here. It's just in a smaller scale. So thanks, guys. All right. So get that uniform blue. Let's add some more blues. Let's go with some Prussian blue, because there's not a lot of color in this. I mean, as far as a variety. So we'll go with some Prussian blue, uniform blue. I think I want a light gray. Let's go with, I think that one's almost empty. Let's go with this one. Yeah. slate gray. And what else? Black and white, of course. I always use black and white. Remember when you taught us to make collages from a piece of scrap paper and 3 colors? Yep, yep, I've done that too. And that was another thing I thought about doing today before we decided on this, was some more idea generating notebook ideas. So we need to do another color book. Yeah, but Julie's been around since day one. Yeah, take 3 colors and some scrap paper and work a collage out of that. Yeah, exactly, Julie. It's been a long time since we limited it to like that. Okay, so then I want some. I'm going to use some persimmon, which any kind of there's so many that are similar. This is persimmon, burnt orange. This one is oxblood. It's just a little darker version. There's all kinds of the burnt orange looking, colors. So I'm going to have that one. This. Let me get another. And another thing too is I'll pile colors up on top of each other, and I can still tell where they are. But unless you're used to working, ignoring the background, then I would recommend, doing this. At the very least, if you're using plastic palettes like this, once the paint's dry, you can peel it up. You can peel this off like that. And then you got these cool paint skins on the back. I still haven't figured out what I would like to do with these. Okay, I got some paint on my hand here. Always need lots of baby wipes. I do. I can go through a box of baby wipes in a week. But you can peel that up and start with a fairly clean palette. If you would, if it bothers you to put paint on top of other colors and you can't see them well, if you're not used to that. So just FYI, if you're not used to it, then you want to do this and not that. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to get some yellow ochre. And what other thing do I need? I'm going to need something nice and contrasty. Maybe, let me look here. Do I want a maroon? I always go with the same colors. I love these same colors. Let's go with the antique maroon, which is kind of a maroon, but almost to the side of brown. So we'll go with those for now. We might need some others, but I think I'll start with that. No, and I'm also going to throw in here a little raw sienna. And I don't know if I'll use all these. I'm just picking colors based on the images in the collage. And again, if you don't use them all, that's when you want to scrape that paint off into I missed the fodder series. I missed what you said about that, Patty. It scrolled off before I saw it. So yeah, let's just see what we can do here. Most of the time, what I like to do is, and I think I'll go with the maroon color to start. Most of the time, what I like to do, okay, we froze for a second with incoming mail. Hang on, guys. There we go. I like to get rid of the white paper. So even though this is going to probably have other colors in it, I'm just going to rub all the way around. Now remember, my images have been glued in. Let me tilt my camera just a little. The images have been glued in with golden matte medium, and the matte medium coating allows me to manipulate the paint much better. Or, well, you couldn't really do this on non-coated images, to at least not to the same degree that we're going to do here. All right, so all I'm going to do, because it won't wipe off. So in other words, like I can take some paint here, and look, I'll just put it right there on top. But because it's got the matte medium, I can totally wipe it 100% away. You can't do that if it doesn't have matte medium on it, okay? But right now, all I'm trying to do is just get rid of the white paper. And if I get too much paint somewhere, I can wipe it back or blend it in. It's probably going to have black around the edges, but right now, again, I'm just using this as a, a neutral, if you will, just to get rid of all the white edges. Hey, Packer Die. Just to get rid of all the white edges. And this is why you want your wax paper. So you don't glue, because going around these edges like this, it's very easy to glue your pages together. With thick paint, because it's pretty, I mean, look guys, it's thick. It's really thick. I'm putting it on really thick. And then if I get too much somewhere, I'll just wipe it away or softly blend it out. See, look, softly blend out. And you can completely wipe it away if you want to. See that? All right, so I'm just going to continue all the way around just to get a nice, I'm getting rid of white torn edges, the white edges, and then we'll see what kind of world we want to make here. If you have any questions, put them in caps. Okay, that's good enough. I think that's good enough for a start. Okay, so we just started blending things in. And again, I'm ready for new baby wipes, because if I start using this, it's going to start smearing the red all over and my hands. And you want, you know, if you're trying to blend things, you want a clean baby wipe, so you're not just making mud. Bye, Shauna. Thanks for stopping in. All right. Clean my hands and get a fresh baby wipe there. All right. So now I'm gonna keep the wax paper there for just a little bit longer, because I'm probably gonna put some black around some of the edges too. Hey, Whippy. Anybody else I missed? Hands down, just some blue. Carrie, how I missed how the cat sitting is going. All right, now I'm going to get my bucket of water and my brushes. Let's get a couple of brushes and let's just see what we want to do. And my favorite brushes are angle brushes because they're so versatile. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of look here and kind of, I'll probably still do some more in with my fingers too. But I'm just using these colors that you see I have over here. Okay, I think I want some kind of a stairwell thing coming from that, coming down here. And you do with the brush, you do need to kind of get in the crevice of your pages, because it takes a little bit more filling in the spine, you know. Okay, so this is the same girl here as here. I just have her upside down here. So this could almost even be one of those mirror image pages. I don't do them too often, and I don't know if I'm going to do it right now, but where I'll do, like, you can turn the page upside down, and it works upside down and right side up. Oh, she misses. I'm sure you're spoiling her, kitty. I'm sure you're spoiling her, Carrie. All right, so I'm just going to kind of play here with some colors. And some gray here. And this process is, I can't really say, oh, well, I'm going to use this color. Because I'm going through all the different colors, and I'm kind of just blending and moving paint around. And as I see things work out, I just kind of just keep rolling with it. You see, we'll see, Suzanne. You know, you really can never tell, you know, how, I mean, I can't anyway. Sometimes I think, oh, I really like this bit, and then I think, well, but I don't really like that edge. So this is where you just kind of have to take your time and you just kind of keep playing with it until you get it where you like it. And it's not, there's no formula. It's just, You know, every collage is different. I mean, I might still have space and planets or waterfalls or things in it that are the same, but no two are alike. So again, I'm kind of working in here in the spine area when you cross over the middle there. And we'll see how far we get in about 45 minutes. 45 minutes or so. I'm doubting if I'm going to 100% finish this, guys. Just saying. Um, you know, I never like to feel like I have to finish something, because then if I'm rushing too much, then I'm thinking more about, oh, I got to get this done. I got to hurry up and get this done. I'm thinking about that more than I am about how the piece is going to turn out, and I don't want to do that. You know what I mean, Vern? I don't want to have to do that. So I'm just kind of playing with some different areas here. And I just kind of build up the different little areas. If you have any questions, just put them in caps. Make sure, so when I get all the edges pretty done, I'll move the wax paper. But I'm still working along edges too. But I guess it's kind of hard to think of what to ask when it's just kind of like, it really is kind of random in that sense, you know? I don't want to lose that lightning bolt right there. It's a cool lightning bolt. So I can blend some with my fingers and then go in there and wipe out any place I get too much. Just reading some chat, take a sip of coffee. Hey, DRD. It's whatever you can envision it to be. I have my own, I think of different things when I'm doing these worlds like this, but I like people to leave it to their imagination, because you're going to see what is in your imagination. And I'm just going back and forth with my fingers and my paintbrush. Do shopping for imagination. Does Amazon carry imagination? You're gonna see an ostrich climbing those stairs. Oh my gosh, you're so funny, Lindsay. Oh, you girls, you have imagination. You just got to figure out how to put it down on paper. That's all. Right now, I'm just going through and just kind of building things here. And again, I don't want to hurry, but I know it takes some time to do this, but I try to get as much done as I can. Maybe this is just one of those times you're going to see a process working out, and you'll just maybe have to wait. You'll have to wait to see the finished thing. Love watching me paint dry. Yeah, that's pretty much what this is watching paint dry, right? Okay, so as I'm, like this side now, I can probably take the wax paper out of there. I might still add some more to the edges, but not so much that it's going to um, glue the page together, right? I keep trying to watch a little bit of chat so I can kind of keep up with what's going on. Because this is not something I'm rushing through. I mean, I'm just kind of, sort of taking my time. Nothing on Etsy either. And we'll see how it goes. I mean, like I said, this may be one of those where I can do it this way. Well, let me finish. Let me go up at this edge here, and then I'll turn it over. It's a little piece of something. Won't see a flying boat in the ceiling. Well, see if you see it this way when I turn it upside down. I'm just getting some color in here now and kind of, I have an idea where I'm going, but it's like, I can't say exactly. So I don't like to say, well, going to do this exactly because it's not going to be exactly. Okay. So now I think I can move this paper out of the way. And so you can still see the next page is right there. That's why you put the wax paper. Not that I care if anything gets on that page. I just don't want to glue them together. But I think I'm good now. I'm not going to use heavy enough paint to actually stick those pages together, but you can see the edges from the next page over. All right, so this is what I'm talking about. Oh, let me do this girl's hair right here, and you'll see a little better. So you can see, can start a world this way, but I want to make it work so it's this way too. And it can be a little tricky, and it doesn't always. I mean, it doesn't always. You just got to keep turning it back and forth. Okay. Let me get my gray here. A sock monkey hanging from the rafters. No sock monkeys. You guys crack me up. Okay. Okay, I added too much dark right in there. This needs to transition to a round, like a spiral staircase right in here. And again, it might be a little trickier because I have to go over the top of the spine right there. That makes it even a little bit more tricky. I'm sorry, guys. You cracked me up. All right. I think I want this to be more of the red. Yeah, if you have any questions, just put them in caps. What crime did Sock Monkey commit? There's no Sock Monkey in it. Girls. No Sock Monkey. No Sock Monkeys. Sorry guys, I'm in the shh mode, you know? I'm in the I'm in the zone mode. This is looking good. Our imaginations are working apart from Terry's. Good one. Oh my. All right, let's see here. This to be a little. Headlines of gang of drunk. I see the headlines now. Gang of drunk art ladies hunt down innocent sock monkey. You guys. I don't know. No, we can't get drunk here. Bandits on the job. The guard of the mini bar. Yeah, nobody gets drunk around here. Well, unless bandits being. All right, so let me just kind of peruse this a second. Now, remember, I'm working both upside down and right side up. This needs a little bit more right in here. Let me see. Let's see here. This is going to have stars and stuff up in here. All right, so now we got to go. Bam! This is going to be coming around this way eventually. That's the plan. All right, let's see. Let me get a little. I think I want this to have a mist right in there. Right, I think I want both girls to have mist around their heads. That also will help transition because I've got 10 staircases going on. You know, from here to here. And from there to there. I thought that was a guy at the bottom. Nope, it's two girls. But if you see a guy in there, then it's the same girl. It's the same girl. Don't know if I want to cross over that line right there. All right, let's see. New headline tipsy. Well, if you think it looks like a guy. Because I'm going to have water and clouds and all kinds of things in this one. It's y'all. I'm not going to tell y'all who people are. Y'all use your imagination. Y'all are bad. I'll tell you. You're bad ones. Not really. Y'all are great. No, it doesn't, Lindsay. Oh my gosh, you girls. For those watching recording, some of the girls really think Jazza is cute. I accuse them of being cougars, but yeah. Doesn't look like Jazza. Oh my gosh. Girl, girl. Oh, I gotta get a little bit. My paint's starting to dry a little. All right, so I'm gonna want some. Let's see. I'm not putting a lot. I think I'm gonna want some whitening in here. I'll put some lightning in here, in this area here. Terry's like in the movie Frozen. Oh my goodness, God! I only got about 15 minutes left. That's all I have time, and I don't want to get too long in the video. I mean, maybe we can work on it some more later. Oh, good grief. Uh, I mean, I don't have to finish it today, I don't have to finish it today. Oh, well, I won't because I have errands to run and stuff. That's too much right there. I don't like that. I don't like that right there. I don't like that transition. I'll have to work on that transition right there. Let's see. It's too white. It's too stark. Although we do have our little door right here and some windows right there, so we need some down here. So I think I'll go ahead and lighten up this. We could, might have to finish it on Monday after Monday Happy Mail. I won't work on it without you guys. How about that? I'll wait for you. I'll wait for you guys. All right, so let's see here. I need a little bit of I want a whiteness in here though. I want it to blend, but I want some light inside their little halos or their capes, or could be either one. And I'm going right over the spine again. So it's a little tricky right in there. Okay. Same thing for right in there. Thanks for streaming. Heading out to pottery class. Have fun, Colleen. We need pictures. Doesn't, like Carrie says, it doesn't count if there's no pictures. Your pottery class doesn't count if we don't see pictures. All right, let's see. Let's work on the other way a little bit. Thanks, Angie Bell. It's going to take more than one show because I've got to leave in about 10 minutes, so I won't finish it today. But I'm trying to get, some semblance of a mirrored world, going on. It's a little tricky to do these world upside down, right side up worlds, like Alice in Wonderland. It's through the rabbit trail. Those are a little tricky. They're a little tricky. Yep, it's an Alice in Wonderland world. That's right. Pictures or it didn't happen. Carrie. All right, I need a little bit more lightning in this area here. I think my paint was a little damp when I put that lightning on there. It makes it a little go away. Go back in there with some pencil. Oh no, there's no way I could do anything I sure as good as him for sure. Well, I'm gonna say never, never, never say never, but you know what I mean. That's uh, that's definitely a a, a world of skill to practice doing that. This is just my little. It's not even a mirrored world. It's just like it could go either way picture, but I don't know if you'd really call it because it's not an exact mirror. I'm not mirroring it exactly. Water will go that way, and then it'll come this way. So I can get it going both ways real quick. Because it's right. I don't know why I decided to do that right there in the spine, but it is what it is. It is a double page spread. So I'm going to have a couple different areas of space. I'm still going to have to put more planets and things going on. There'll be some, let's see, maybe I can put a couple of those in. Let's see here. So I want to put some stars in here too before I go splattering some stars through the looking glass. Yeah, in a sense. In a sense. I'm just using the back end of the brush. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, it's just water. Okay, I shouldn't be painting it. This is one of my new shirts. I wasn't planning on painting today. I was just going to show Happy Mail, Xandra's Happy Mail. So I should have probably changed shirts because the shirt's not ruined yet. I got on a new non-ruined shirt. I'll let that dry before I keep on adding to it. So I need another one right in here. And then this one will be more defined too. So I'll have a couple of things going on there, another one there. I think I need a blue one. Let's do a little blue something right here. Because I have this blue area here. Gonna carry them all the way, gotta carry the whole theme around. So I'll have one in there. Have this one going in there. It's a little bit more. There we go. Okay, then we need another yellow and orangey color one right in here. maybe a little yellow one right in. Let's see. Let's do it right there. Just a tiny one. These are all going to be planets. All these dots you see me doing, they're all going to be planets. Okay, I think I want actually this right in here to be 1, 2, and the top of that, that's a little too big. Hang on. Inside that building right there, I think that's a good spot. I don't know if things are going on in chat. I'm just kind of getting in the zone here to get as much done as I can. Too much blue. I'll go around them with a pencil just so you can kind of see where they are here in just a second. All right, let me turn it back over again. So hang on. We're getting there. Takes a while, guys. You know, to create a whole world in 30 minutes, it's a little tricky, or an hour. It's a little tricky. All right, let me dry this, guys. And then well, I want to throw on a few stars. Hang on. Where's my, let me get a soft brush. I'll throw on a few stars and then we're going to accent a few things. Now, I haven't done, it's not anywhere near done, but I just want you to, oh, that's too much starage. Let's let a little bit of that water flow off. There we go. Try to keep your brush kind of far back. But you can start to see where we'll go with it. All right, let me dry this. Oh, need a couple right in there. Let me dry this and then we'll add a little bit of stuff with some color pencil. I'll go a few more minutes, guys. What time is it? It's 11. Okay, I can go a little bit longer. I'll go a little bit longer. All right, let me get some, let me get a pencil. Move all this out of the way. It's just a little quicker. I mean, you can do this with your paint too. Just a little quicker. Alrighty here. But when you go to varnish, remember you don't want to be rubbing a lot on your varnish. I mean, on your color pencil. If you put color pencil on your thing, if you go to put varnish on there, Be careful. And I won't leave it just all white. I'll put some blue, some orange, some other colors, but I just kind of want to get it formed for you. Again, going over the spine here is a little tricky. Oh, my mailman's here. I forget he comes early. Is it done already? Seriously, at 11? I love being the first on his stop. I love being first on his stop. Well, in this neighborhood anyway. All right, let's see here. Let me get, all right, let me turn it over. Bam! Okay, see that right there on that edge? It's just not wanting to play nice right there on the spine. That's a little, I'll get some paint in there. Alrighty. Y'all still with me? I know I'm not checking chat very much. Okay, I should probably put one star here too. Right where it touches that beam of light. Right there. Something like that. Okay. This to be more orange. And probably a little bit of orange glow in there. Okay, I need one star over here, I think. What do you recommend for sticking the edges down? The glue didn't quite get the edge. Eileen's tacky. Yeah. Eileen's tacky. And each one of these little planets need to be painted in. I'm just kind of doing these kind of quickly to find them, so to speak. But they each need to be painted in. You know, a little bit of color, a little bit more oomph. I think it needs one. So. Yeah, we'll just have to call this through the rabbit hole, won't we? Hey, Zara. All right, let me do a little bit more paint here. Let's see what I want to add. And yeah. And get that glow to come down like that. Probably better with pencil. Probably better with pencil, but we'll see. Thanks, guys. Yeah, it takes a while, and you know, I'm trying to kind of try and sort of do some chatting with you guys at the same time. Know what I mean, Vern? Needs a couple more. I think it needs a couple more white. Stars over here in this lightning. Needs the lightning. Oh, I should do that with a pencil. I gotta be careful. I can get too busy. Not that this isn't busy, but I could get even busier. Try this is a planetarium. Oh yes. Well, I'm thinking it's like down the rabbit hole because look, it goes both ways. It's a upside down, right side up. It's going to work both ways. Go around that without touching it because I don't want to get my pencil all funked up. All right, let me, that needs to be dry because I need to swirl those. Let me dry that real quick. Lisa wanted to thank you for the congrats on the. Oh, I'm so sorry, LBO. I'll write that down. Sorry to hear that, LBO. All right, let me get a little. Too much. There we go. All right, guys, I think I'm going to stop. I think it needs some water and stuff, but let me just kind of turn it a couple times here. That's too heavy. It's too heavy. There we go. It's a little better. So I kind of want this to kind of flow down this way here. Kind of misty. All right, guys. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed at least the start of a world here. I'll post the picture. I'll post it right side up and upside down. Too much there. There's really not too much more to go. I mean, I can get in here with some dark, shadows and things. But I'm just looking it over. It could almost, well, I'm kind of just looking at it for a second. I like that zero gravity. I like that Cable Claire. I think I'll name it Zero Gravity. And I'll write that down, that Cable Claire named it for me. You're welcome. Zero Gravity. Yeah, I like that. I mean, like I said, guys, we could add, like for instance, right in here. Let me get a brown. I'll show you. I don't know if I can find a brown. Well, this one's not dark, very dark, but I mean, you can get in here and kind of fussy in some, more shadows and stuff. And especially, guys, because I'm going across a 2-page spread, it's a little trickier, when you do that. I mean, going across, because you can see the line, but that's okay. Yeah, yeah, I did that on purpose, Julie Topaz. I did it on purpose to have it right side up and upside down. So, maybe just a couple little more. These kind of little shadows and things like this, especially on the stairs, will give it more depth. But I'm kind of running out of time, and, I don't like to rush, but at the same time, yeah, running out of time. This could almost come right across her face there, that little star. All right, any questions or anything, guys? No, won't be streaming on Friday. Sorry, guys. I got too much to do this week. I probably shouldn't have streamed today, but I wanted to do Xandra's mail. Not that, I mean, I wanted to do it. Don't get me wrong. But, so yeah, I'll do a couple more little fussy planets here, but I think that I'm going to call it done. Because I don't want to have to come back to it I don't know when we'll do that. So we'll just call this done. And I'll varnish it. So thanks everybody for being here. I appreciate it. Yes, you can sleep on Friday. I'll post a picture of it here in a few minutes, guys. All right. Y'all have a great day. Have a good weekend. And I'll see y'all on Twitter and everything, but yeah. All right, guys. Bye.